Welcome to Prison Deck, an incredible comedy piece that is a great way to start any card trick. With this incredible made gimmick, your spectators won't be able to remove the cards from the box. Only the magician can remove them.
And when you have the card, please show to everyone at home which card you are thinking of, okay? So there is no way that I could know which card.
You can
Yes?
take them out.
I can take them out.
You can?
They're stuck. I tried.
They are stuck?
Yeah.
No, they actually are not stuck.
Oh, okay.
Yes, can you try it? Yes, please.
Okay, Martin.
Prison Deck consists of a cleverly gimmicked card box with a genius secret that makes the trick very easy to perform. Also, it will last you a lifetime due to the very special material that it is made of. Once the cards are removed, the magician can perform any card trick right away, since the deck is 100% normal.
Prison Deck, very strong and very funny, but also the method is very clever, like any trick from Joey Miranda. I love the trick, and I not only love the trick, also I will do. Sure, because I love this trick.
Get your Prison Deck now at your favorite magic dealer.
Hello, I'm João Miranda. Thank you very much for having bought Prison Deck. You have now in your hands a great tool which will allow you to create some very good comedy beats before you start the show. Normally I start my card tricks with this beautiful comedy beat because I think it really is very funny to start a performance where people laugh a little, okay? And you win over the audience. I think it's a really cool gag. I think it's really funny to perform. I had this idea several years ago. I know that Lubor Fiedler had a similar idea with a business card, but the spectator could not grab. This is a little bit different. I had an idea in my mind a few years ago where I wanted the spectator to grab a deck of cards and I wanted something where they could not remove the cards. I think it will make for a great way to start a card trick because I really think it's really funny. It's like the scissors that cut the rope and when the spectator cannot open the scissors with their hand. It's the same kind of comedy bit that I really wanted into a card trick, which is really nice. And I had several methods for this. One of the first methods that I had was a plate that was in like a V shape that was placed inside a regular card case. And it worked for a day or two. I'll explain you why. The problem was that once you open a new deck of cards, that very same deck 3 days later, it gets larger because of the air. It will not stay exactly with the same measurements. And when I was testing and shaking the card case, the cards came out. So I was always looking for several years now to find a new method that was completely foolproof. So with this, the spectator can pull the cards, they can shake the cards. But before, let me tell you, this is not a puzzle, okay? This is not something that you go to someone, okay, try to remove the cards and keep the card case for 3 minutes trying to remove the cards. This is not a puzzle. It is very important because when you work professionally, you leave the spectator with the case for several seconds, like 10 seconds, 20 seconds. You are not going to leave the spectator with this for 2 or 3 minutes. Or if they start looking very carefully, eventually they could figure there is something fishy with the card case, okay? So it's very important to understand that they could not, in my opinion, stay like 10 minutes with the case examining it, okay? So they try to find, they look, and then you grab it and you can do it again and again and again, probably with another spectator, okay? Even though I've done this hundreds of times now, and I never had any spectator figuring this out. Even magician friends, they could not remove the card, which is very nice. So let's take a look at this now. So if you take a closer look, you will see that the gimmick is a little bit taller. And before that, I must tell, this is made of a very, very special proprietary material. This looks like cardboard, looks like paper, but this is actually made of a very, very special plastic that we took months to figure out the perfect material, because we checked out other materials and it didn't have a normal touch that a regular card case usually has. So we managed to find the perfect material, and you cannot really rip it. So because we want this, because this deck will go into many hands. Many hands, many spectators, and you want it to continue to use it over and over again. And if it was simple cardboard, 20 times later, it will be totally damaged. Not with this. So, as I was going to say, if you place this case next to this one, you'll probably notice that it is a little bit taller, and that's where the secret is. Mine now is loaded with a deck of cards. When you get yours, it will not be with any deck of cards. So let me place them right over here. So when you open, you will see this part over here, and which really looks and feels like it has a deck of cards inside. Of course, due to the weight, because it doesn't have now any cards inside, it does not look like a real deck of cards. So the first thing that you must do is notice that there is a small edge over here, which is actually used to place your thumb. If you place your thumb and you hold the case firmly, you'll be able slowly to open it like this, okay? And this has 4 magnets, and there are another 4 magnets here. So when this part goes here, it locks in place, and you can see there is nothing to find out at all, because the spectators will never do this to a deck of cards. They could try to bend the cards, they could pull, but never any spectator will do this. So this is the great advantage, and that's why I really love this concept. So with your thumb, you push the little edge over here, and you are going to insert your deck of cards inside, just like this, and you are ready to go. In this case, it's totally optional, it's up to you. Those little wings over here, which bend normally off the card case, and which the one that you have now you can cut with a pair of scissors if you want. But keep in mind that once you close it, if you really remove that parts, the card case will not be completely shut, completely closed. It's not a problem. I think it makes things a little bit easier if you trim them off, but it's completely up to you. So there it is. The spectator will try to, they can shake as much as they want, they can pull, they'll not be able to remove the cards. So there are a few ways that you can open this little part without them noticing. The one that I normally use is this, it's with the pattern, because you will have to open it like this, okay? And you cannot really go here and open it like this. So what I simply do is this: the spectator tries to remove the cards, they cannot remove them, and then I say, oh, do you know why you cannot remove the cards? And that's it. In this action of trying to explain why he didn't remove, I simply already opened my gimmick. Okay? So once again, what I do, this is of course the exposed view. The spectator asks me and I say, oh, do you know why you could not remove the cards? So it's a little bit of pantomime, a little choreography. So like this, now you have it open, and then you say, oh, it's because you forgot to snap your fingers. And like this, and remove the whole deck from the case. Now, if you want, you can finish the gag right here and hand the deck to the spectator. Or if you want to do it again, it's very important that you do not let the gimmick go up and close it. So you must hold it in this position. And you can see from all the angles, there is really nothing to find out except from your angle. But you are very easily covered. So if you want to perform the gag right away again, what I simply do is to grab the cards. It's very important that you place your finger and make sure that the whole deck is inside, okay? Because if for some reason you have a card over here protruding, it above the magnets, it could go into trouble. So make sure with your finger that you really make sure that all of the cards, without any exception, are inside the card case. And then what I simply do, I'm going to turn like this. So here I have my flap. I simply grab the case like this, and in the motion of turning the case around, this will automatically lock the gimmick in place. So what I do, you are like this, you grab it just like this, and you turn the case around, and you are ready to hand it out to the spectator, okay? So once again, you are here, you say, oh, do you know why you could not remove the cards? Then you just open the secret door, then snap your fingers, remove the cards just like this. If you want to do the gag again, you do this, grab the case from the front, and you simply turn it like this and hand it out to another spectator, okay? So that's it. I'm going to do in one full performance, so it goes something like this. Oh, do you know why you could not remove the case? It's because you didn't snap your fingers, because if you did, you'll be able to remove the whole deck, just like this. But if you want to do it again, you can try again, okay? Please, can you try again? And that's it, okay? This is one of the moves. If you have spectators, for example, on a cocktail situation, because I normally like this to perform on parlor stage or in the table hopping, where the people are all at the table, I use this. But if I have people gathering really very, very, very close to me, looking from above, what I simply do is grab the card case just like this and open like this. So I'm hiding this from the top, okay? Like this. So the spectator is looking from the top, and I'm in the moment of grabbing the cards, I open this and I remove the cards like this. Then I shove them in again, I close it at the same time that I turn it and hand it out. There is another method, if you want, but it takes a little bit of practice, which is this. With your finger, you can actually open like this the card case with only one finger. However, you must really practice this a lot. So you are here and you press it like this, okay? So once they give you the case, you hold it in this position, just like this, and then you do this, a little bit of misdirection, even though you don't really need it, in my opinion. And then with your finger, you just open the secret door, and then you remove the cards from the box, okay? There is not too much more to it. This will last you for a really, really long time. The material here is plastic, like I told you. And this card over here, and this one, because the spectator's fingers will be here, they are washable as well, they are made of plastic, so this is not made of cardboard. That's why we decided to do this, because it will last for a really, really very, very long time. That's it. This is Prison Deck. If you want more ideas, or if you have any other idea that you'd like to share with other magicians, feel free to visit my secret group. If you search on Facebook for João Miranda Secret Group, you'll be able to find a lot of people and a lot of ideas, certainly, which are very cool to use with Prison Deck. That's it. I'm João Miranda. Thanks a lot for your time.